We're back.
Here we are, we're back, guys.
Gee, it's been a while, Glenn. Where have you been? You had the whole of Easter off.
I've been going to the races. Been going to a stack of meetings, I've been enjoying them, and great time of year for mounting yard mail, so don't want to sound like I'm spruiking, but
you are spruiking.
The horses have been racing to the parade a bit.
And geez, you've been seeing them well too, mate. Seriously.
Thanks, good.
Well, how much, you made me a mint, didn't you?
Yeah, looked after you. I didn't know it was in. I tipped in a week, a good chance on a midweek program to Gordon. I don't know, did nothing. And there it turns up at Taree, and Gord remembered it and I didn't see it in. $36, something, home you go. Well done, Gord.
It is an angle, but because I keep note of all your horses, and if you say they're looking good this preparation, you can, you know what I mean. They mightn't do something on that day, but
that's right. Yeah, it means they're in good fettle, which is what you want a horse to be in. Talking of horses in good fettle, there's a horse won at Newcastle yesterday, Mark, called Medal, trained by O'Shea.
Blue colours.
Doesn't matter where it goes next start. Wednesday or a Saturday, it will piss in. So, stuck condition, absolutely bolted in. Came down the right part of the track with young Abdullah. Gee, rides those down the outside tracks well.
Well, Newcastle just promises to be like that sort of track forever. Yeah. They put 30 mils of irrigation on the track this week.
Wow. Right.
So a track that has had more irrigation, but natural irrigation, is Randwick, and it's Groundhog Day because the Sydney Cup's on.
It is Groundhog Day. We're at a heavy 8. What are you expecting, Mark? A 6?
No. It's like Randwick's fucked.
What are we going to do Tuesday? Answer just toss coins.
Oh, well, I don't know. The rail will probably go to the 12-metre position and I'll just be on the outside fence. But what is the track going to do tomorrow?
I'm not sure.
Because they've taken that inside 2 metres out of play that was so deadly on Doncaster Day, where you had to race in that section for at least most of the race.
Yeah.
So look, it's not wide enough for them to get too wide. So.
And the small fields keeps them closer in.
Yeah, it's hard to get that wide.
Disappointing fields, boys, a little bit. Like 10 races, we've got the Sydney Cup, so let's not talk about it yet. But the other 9 races, they're $100,000 races, and they're all a bit poo-poo.
Anyway, I'm suggesting the inside won't be terrible, nor will it be gold. It's
so down the outside.
Well, yeah.
Up the middle.
Up the middle.
So
up the middle. Look, I would, I'd be happy with a 1-off position. Not so much the 3 wide running line because the fields aren't that big anyway.
So first past the post will be declare the winner. Fuck.
Race 1, 2-year-old race, and the first race it typifies the program. We've got some sort of weird shit happening.
Really weird.
Yep.
$1.90 Debonairly. $6.50 the Mighty Fed, 7 Siam, 7.5 Silence, 8.5 Darhad, and 26 Charlie Chap. Now, Debonairly is back in distance, but she does look to hold the lead. Darhad, who's now trained by Hawks because Michael Friedman's gone to Singapore or wherever he's gone, resumes for Hawks and looks to sit outside the lead. Siam should box seat, Silence should be 1 out 1 back, and I had Charlie Chap and the Mighty Fed in the pair at the back. There's a few of these tomorrow. Well, there's at least 2 of them, and they're short. I speak of last start Gay PR winners coming back in distance.
Yeah, like when you get to the first time, you just want to be hard against it, and then you get through every other runner again, and you think this is a moral.
Well, it's reasonably in its comfort zone, although I reckon Darhad's a bit of a pest here.
But Darhad won't get past it, though.
No,
yeah,
not saying that, but it corrupts it.
So what does it leave it for? The pen job Siam or the
pen job? The pen job. You realise that those 2 horses that beat at home at Bendigo both won in town after that.
I didn't realise that. No. At Ballarat, you mean?
At Ballarat, sorry. It's fresh. It's fresh blue colours. Silence is a Scopy type. His win at Newcastle was stylish, but the figures were awful. And the figures in his trials were awful, so he's got a chance. But
he's a bit 10-1 in betting that day at Newcastle in a 900-metre race. It just all adds up as nothing.
Yeah, and look, number 1 won with the bias the other day at Warwick Farm. It was up the inside like you wouldn't believe in the 5-metre rail, and there was Shin just pinching. There he was all of a sudden, and it's back in distance.
There's nothing here that fits a profile where I really want to bet, so I'm going super long, longest shot in the race, Charlie Chap.
What off the orange silver apple?
I'm going off orange form, which means...
Gord's got a soft spot there because he did take the $11 and watched it start $6 and reel them in.
It just looked like it was really green too. It looked like it might have some upside. It looked like the extra 100 metres had suited, and there's question marks about all the horses in the money. I mean, you've got to have Debonair on top, but what price am I willing to take?
But I think you'll get that price tomorrow.
Yeah?
Don't you?
I've marked it 5 to 4. I think it'll be 5 to 4.
I agree with that. I think you'll get 250.
We'll see, 250 is a bet.
But
I'll definitely have
I'm
something.
expecting the favourite to blow tomorrow, and I'm expecting I'll be on it. Ticks every box I don't back, but every other horse ticks every box I don't back.
Yeah, it's one of those races where there's nothing to find. Race two, a funny little 3-year-old race over 1,200 metres. $2.60 the favourite, I thought so. $6.50 is Gibraltar Girl, $7 Caliber Sass, $7.50 the Gelded Tessera, $8 France, $14 Twist Top, $16 Quick Feet, and Kawakini is $34 with Chadley on board. I had
Why's Chadley in town?
to ride in the Sydney Cup. David Hayes sends the SOS.
Come over to console Dad.
Well, Craig Williams out of play, although he was going to ride Big Duke anyway.
No, come over to console Dad, I mean.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yes.
Console Dad. Dad, what
Does he
were you-
need consolation? Like,
Well, we all saw the ride. We all had a good look at it. We've talked about Glenn and Bad Glenn for longer than anybody has in any media outlet. We've thought a lot of his racing styles or the way he rides, we've just seen thorough genius one day, and then what the hell was that the other day? The other day we saw beyond what was held was that, and it's unexplainable, that ride.
maybe he wants the winter off.
Yeah. Just quickly, boys, just quickly talking about Glenn, what's he going to get? What are you saying? Let's work it out. Not talk about time for that ride the other day. What's he going to get?
2 months.
2 months. What are you saying?
1 month.
Everyone's saying 6 and 9 months at the track.
Well, they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I tend to agree with Gord. I think he's going to get a couple of weeks.
Right, back to the task at hand. Now, I thought So has trialled since its last run. It looks to race well forward here. I have Twist Tops actually leading this race. Tessera sitting third the fence. There's not a lot happening here. There's a few runners back in distance. There's resumers. There's weird stuff.
Weird, wonderful things.
Let's talk about the favourite.
Well, the horse, it's a super hot horse. I thought this is a super hot horse 2 starts ago, and it smashed Diddums. It went to Gosford, sure as shot at the winning post, but all the form around it, Tribal Wisdom's come out and failed. War Hero's gone to a crappiest race you've ever seen, and flat out getting in the placings after sitting 3D3. That Gosford Guineas just looks rubbish.
Yeah,
But what about
it's
the
one to
previous 2 races?
I said they were super hot horses.
Yeah, it's one to oppose off that run, but he has actually trialled well since.
But what I'm saying, this is a super hot horse that I think the market's going to oppose tomorrow, and it's going to blow. Might be get out the backable odds.
All right, what are they going to back then?
Well, I don't know what to make of Tessera. I don't think they're going to back Twist Tops, even though you've got it leading.
What did you think of Tessera as a type?
It's a good horse, good looking horse. All those Medagliadoros I've had, they're all Scopy types.
Oh,
We've
what
got
about the Lope de Vegas, but
Oh, what?
they're even
Tell us
better,
about
aren't they?
Gord, tell us about Tessera's trials. Anything there?
I didn't like it. I mean, I love the fact that it's had
3
the
trials.
longer distance trials, so it's sort of ready to go. And you know, this stable, I mean, you're only interested in them fresh. So I got entertained.
Talk about
on
these
that
trials you don't
principle.
like. I've been working hard on trials. Good. There was a horse in yesterday. It was $13 to $7. It's called Wang Wah. It was ridden by a 4-kilo girl, like beyond hot. And I'm talking about ability. Plus, she's pretty. Louise
Day.
Day.
Jockey to follow. Trainers get on board. Freak. Like absolute freak. First always here with the hot young kids.
Yeah.
Super rider.
Well, you know,
Wang Wah tailed off a Cessnock the whole way in the trail, under the bat, comes up.
It did win a race
was
that
thinking that, like-
nothing could win. Like the blue colours drew gate 1, so it's like pen job.
Mark, it couldn't even keep up in the trials. Cessnock was going backwards. Like, I don't know how you guys follow bad trials. That's all
I
I'm saying.
backed the place, the thing that came third.
But why are we
up
talking
on the
about a
inside.
completely different thing now? I'm saying, well, how do you follow bad trials?
Yeah, can
Oh,
we?
okay. Well, that race was the weakest race you've ever seen in your whole life, and Wingwa did show something.
Wang Wah.
Wangwa has shown something that might have.
Yeah, it's shown
implied
talent
that
in
it
the
had
past.
Superior
Yeah.
ability than those
I-
spastics it was against.
I agree. I'm just trying to get these trials.
Okay,
these
but-
trials
but-
got me head fucked. Well done, Chris Lees. That was clever business how you got that horse to go back in that way and win. Fantastic.
Well, talk about France's trial then. This looks a poor Snowden setup for a horse that was well fancied first up last time in a Canterbury maiden. He comes back off a regulation spell, just a 740 metre trial. What do you make of that, Gord?
What's an average trial,
I don't care about trials with Snowden.
Doesn't this race just...
So what I will say, it's a negative obviously because it's just had the one trial over 740 metres, but how it went in the trial is irrelevant because you just can't spot it with Snowden.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to argue against that. I'm just thinking about the setup. I'm not looking at what it did in the trial. I'm looking at the fact that that's all that's happened.
Yeah, that's the way to take it.
Look, I think there's two chances here. I thought so in Gibraltar Girl.
I thought so was a definitely topic with me and a great chance expected to get in the market from the only danger, which is Calabas.
Right, why are you tipping Calabasas?
I like how it's back in distance. I like where it sits on the map. I like the booking of Shin. I think it's a horse that doesn't get 1400 that's been racing well through the provincial races. And I think it's a fourth up tomorrow, back to 1200 with a slight, just like that drop back in distance. I like the booking of Shin.
Yeah.
I think it's a horse got a little sprint and it'll get under your guard, this horse. Tomorrow's the day.
I've got I thought so on top, but it's not necessarily going to be a bet for me. The definite bet is going to be number 5, Gibraltar Girl.
What are you guys talking about? It sat on the fence the other day. You just
No,
said
it
didn't sit on the
didn't
fence.
sit on the fence.
It was not on the
I
fence.
backed it because I
it was
thought
on the
it was
inside though.
Well, it was four. It was 4 off the fence in the straight.
Yeah.
There were 3 horses inside it.
Gee, I thought I backed it the other day.
It raced too far forward.
Okay, well,
See, what I'm
if it was,
saying is
I'll have to check my tapes. I don't know if I agree with you two on that.
It was off the fence.
It couldn't have been 4 wide. It came from
But you
barrier
had
3.
to be on the fence. But I backed it because I thought it was actually going to get on the fence. And when I saw him not get on the fence, I thought, well, I can fucking rip my ticket up now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Know what you mean.
And like any horse that ran on that program,
Okay, I'm
wasn't
surprised.
fence. You ignore it. You can go off what your previous impressions
definitely
were.
got a good chance.
And we both found it off the trials and as a bit of a chance in that race, didn't we? So let's ignore that run because it wasn't in the right spot, and maybe it can do
All right,
something.
it's probably a moral Quinella then. I thought so, and Gibraltar Girl, or I thought so, and Calabas. They are
And if
moral.
you
And
notice-
there's one honourable mention to Twist Tops, who is a vexing, hateful horse, but her Randwick runs are 50 million times better than any other form.
I'll mention it if you want to go back and have a look at the videos. Have a look at the videos of Gibraltar Girl's last start and look at it in comparison with Raymond. And you might see a bit of an angle there too.
Ridden by Tommy
be
Berry
interested
tomorrow.
in
Did you see why he
Gibraltar
missed the
Girl.
meeting yesterday? Did you see that?
No?
He filled his car up with petrol, and
Yes.
it's a diesel car.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, and the funniest thing about it was like,
But you can't put the petrol nozzle in the
somehow
diesel.
he's done it. So
No, it's the other way around. So the diesel one's bigger than the
Oh, okay.
petrol one.
there's something like that. There's something there. But I had to laugh because, like, he's married to a nice young lady called Shani, and she seems a nice girl. Blah blah blah. We've got children there, but she did write about something on Twitter because Twitter can seem pretty harsh.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
Well, it's because it's...
husband
it's
not riding today. Well, I don't know what she said. Husband not riding today, ruined our car. Something like that.
trash the car.
Hashtag idiot.
Yeah, that's solid.
Like Shani.
That shows that they've actually got a really good relationship.
Does it?
She can diss him in social media.
Yeah.
That's quality.
He earns $20,000 a week. If I married a young man and I wouldn't be writing hashtag idiot because I don't know.
Well, that's
Well,
good.
yeah,
I have to agree with Gord there. Moving right along, race 3, because this is a 10-race card.
Well, what about this race?
This
This
is
is
looking like a 3-hour program.
I'll tell you what, guys. First of all, you guys can have an even billion. Any horse you like, I'll take Mull over. Roughly the race. Even billion?
Yeah.
Fucking oath. Just pick a horse, good.
Oh, can I take the rest?
Fuck off. I said any horse. Not every horse.
Sizzling bullet.
Right, can we talk about the market here? $4 Black on Gold, $5.50 Oklahoma Girl, $6 the Pinnacle, $6 Sizzling Bullet, $7 Careless Choice, $9 Uber Tuber, and the roughie is Mull over at $11. Now, what the...
So it's a manning out mile race for me.
Yeah,
like,
but
it's
like
just awesome.
they all jump out and pull up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oklahoma Girl went back the other day, but probably is persuaded forward here. Careless Choice raced midfield in the country championship and finds himself outside lead, and the Pinnacle is forward as well.
See, when I did this race, I saw what you said about them all pulling a mark. So I wanted to look for the horses that I thought had a quick sprint. And that left me with Oklahoma Girl. She can sprint off a slow pace.
She
Tommy
actually
Berry
wasn't
there.
a bad win the other day, was she?
Yeah, my word, hashtag idiot's riding it.
Yeah.
Hashtag idiot. I can say that for the rest of my life now. And say, oh, where'd you get that from, Pollock, when they drove me in? I got it off his wife.
yeah. That's good. That's
That's
good.
the fucking best. Beautiful. So hashtag idiots on it. Can't get into trouble either.
Gordo.
Sizzling bullet.
It's a bit dour, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's very dour, but you got to completely forgive the last start. You can forget about that run.
Is that the run when you were tipping it?
It was over. Yeah, it was over.
Gord, we can't forget the run where they came home in 40 seconds on the Wednesday at Randwick. I don't think I can overlook that one.
Okay, yeah, no, you can't do that, but it's still one, and you've always got to forgive winners. So I'm giving it a forgive mark for its last on the heavy 10 in Group 1 standard. It's since had a freshen up in a trial, and I like the 2,000 metres back to 1,600 metres.
At least they are ticks. Blake's a tick there too. Black on Gold's the other horse
more
from the
to a
spring.
shin, nothing on
Black on Gold is flying. Like
And horse with the
he left his preparation flying, and he came back flying.
Awkward draw 1.
Yeah, I know. Look, the horse to oppose here is Careless Choice, who sat on the rails in Country Championship. And here it is bloody half a dozen to 1.
Fair enough. Not much to say. The reason I was saying I'll take Mull over to beat anyone. Not that I was tipping Mull over, I was trying to make the point that any horse can win this race.
Yeah, it's an up for grabs race.
Mail there for me, guys. I'm not tipping nothing.
Race 4, 2,400 metres.
Well, what is this? Like, what is this?
Richard of York is $2.75.
We've got 6 pen jobs in the race. I love that chick who called me a pen job. That's fucking
$6.50 Divine Sanction, $6.50 More Energy, $7 Paragon, 9 Survive, 10 Yield Dash for Cash, 14 Doc Holiday, 26 Last Wish. Paragon's our leader. Survived goes forward. Richard of York posses up. That's your van.
Well, I'll start off. I've got 8 pen jobs in this race.
What, you've penned every run?
Yeah.
Just
surely
$33.
Paragon has done nothing wrong for a while now, and it's got the quick backup.
Got Brenton, got the lead. It's got the lead for sure. Who is it? Oh, mate.
Hello.
I'll say, should I say
Excellent,
something
Tim.
about
I'll
a
get
2,400
Michelle
metre race?
to meet you. Thanks. Bye.
NRMA.
You go on, guys.
You should have been on the footy show last night, Mark.
You watch, Jesus, we've really been finding out some of the rubbish you watch lately. You watch the footy show, you watch a current affair.
I love a current affair.
What's going on?
So last night on the footy show, they asked all the footballers, what does RSVP mean?
Right.
And I was thinking of you because I reckon you'd be the only person that knows.
I don't think I actually know.
You don't know?
I can't remember what it is. No.
Oh, only one player got it. Benji Marshall got it.
What is that?
You don't know either?
No.
Oh, I didn't know either. I knew you meant you had to return the...
Yeah, you knew what it meant.
It's French.
Everyone knows what it means.
So it's like...
Respondeurs
vis plaît. Something like that, mate.
Civil play?
Voila.
Civil play.
Something like that. It was pretty funny. Some poor bloke was going, it was hurting my brain. It was pretty funny. I love the footy show.
Right, so back to this race. Paragon has got his only horse with the quick backup. Quickish backup, you know.
And form out of the race strong. We had a horse beaten 11 lengths winning at Newcastle out of this race.
Yeah, he needs 2,400 metres. He's a winner at this course and distance.
Massive riding sea lever to, even though I got an opinion of Chad, to Brenton, who's a city rider.
Yep.
And a hot rider in form too.
And like, what's his face? The thing that did nothing on Wednesday, but annoyed the shit out of him at Warwick Farm, and More Energy was just PRing.
To beat me a short half head, Kathy Offer.
Now, speaking of Paragon, of course, Paragon, in the race that Paragon won when Kay McAvoy rode and he was $9, Richard of York was $2.50.
Yeah.
And has since been in Melbourne and racing quite well. Gets Karen. They found him, but he's a likely type.
Oh, he's a likely type. He's hard to back though, isn't he? Like Dickie of York?
No, Gord's pen. But we've got the top 3 that have all had massive time off. I will say Doc Holiday can improve here because he had the time off before Warwick Farm.
Yeah.
Divine Sanction I've had a gutful of.
Me too.
So
More
I would say
UPR.
4, 7 and 8, my numbers to supply the winner.
Okay. I'm interested in Paragon a little bit there just because of the odds and the run and everything like that, especially for over betting it and a bit of in-play laying.
Right. Okay. Good angle. Now here's one of the trickier races on the day, the Highway. It's race 5. $4.50 is schedule, $5.50 only choice, $6.50 like a shot, $8.50 bar bass, not for export, a lot like home, $10 spiral, and long odds the bottom 4.
Mark, why is not for export $8?
That's what price I thought he'd be.
Yeah, let's say the lead-off is the country championships.
Yeah, and he was wide, but he was 400 to 1. He's been long odds in his previous highway runs as well.
Got beaten 2 lengths, was wide, coming out of a $500,000 race. I just thought...
And the thing is, there's not much here, is there?
There's fucking nothing here.
Yeah.
Go on, Mark, you can start.
Well, the speed, number 1 resumes off a long spell, but it's got the blinkers back on. It's had the 2 trials, gets Blake. I'd say it's going well forward. A lot like home has speed, and Zuzudio set outside the lead the only time she was here at this 1400, so she heads forward. Zara I'm Youthful is the other one to poke forward as well, so there's 4 to go forward there. The favourite, Schedule, we gunned you down at Scone Glen.
Yeah.
Lightly raced ex-Hickmott horse, 5-year-old.
How the fuck did it beat Nicobel that day?
Well, there's some rap in that, isn't there? Nicobel is a good yardstick there. Only choice, won a $40,000 maiden at Orange on Cup Day. Looks to have some style.
It is an orange maiden though.
But it was a pumped up maiden. It was a 40 maiden.
It's orange.
Like a shot.
See, top pick with me, like a shot.
Right, okay, talk to me about like a shot then.
Well, it's coming out of it's 4 fly start behind Pianissimo, Express Point ran third. I mean that's form. That looks a bit of form to me. I know Pound Sterling failed during the week, but 7 starts, 2 wins. It's ridden by #idiot. God, I love that new saying. That's my new saying. And why not? It goes okay on the wet. Barrier 1, small hanger.
Well, barrier 1 might be all right. I would not be quick to bag barrier 1.
4 from 3.
Now, Gord, you used to be the expert in these races. Not that you're no longer, but
nothing really stamped itself here to me. But I've got to go with the lightly race that doesn't have convictions yet, and that's number 7, only choice. Just a couple of little things I like there. M-Bell to Brenton Avdallah, and won its last start, as Mark mentioned, it would. I mean, when you have a look at the form around the things it beat, it didn't seem to frank it as like a genuine $40,000 race, but it did win, and it might have upside and superior ability than anything else in this race. So
even billion?
Yeah, done.
I'll have number 4.
And by the way, there's me, 2nd horse I've found from Orange.
wow.
What the hell's going on? What a weird day.
What a card. 4 chances from me, 7-1-4-5. I left the 1 in there, but the market hasn't.
You left the 1 in there, but the market hasn't. What does that mean?
Well, it's resuming, obviously, so your inclination should be...
I'm going to be very happy to take that price about number 7 on suspicion that
What
it's just
price is it?
better than these.
$5.50, I couldn't...
What shit odds that is.
Yeah, it's good.
That's the end of
Good
part
odds.
1. As you've noticed, Gord's
Are we going to do race 6?
No.
because we get 5 and 5.
Can't we come home with the quaddy legs?
No, we're having a break. And if you've noticed out there, Gord never says no to an even $1 billion bet. Just yes straight away every time. So how sick is
Well,
it?
when you're choosing the 20 to 1 shot and I'm on the even money shot, it makes it an easy yes, doesn't it?
We'll see if part 2.